Dricus Du Plessis has a $10,000 proposal for Chimaev. The proposal goes like this: I'll give you $10,000 every time you can take me down. Now, that's low-hanging fruit. The whole we're going to have a deal outside of our deal. But guys, it works every time, at least with me. Tyron and Jake Paul go into an outside deal, which is nothing more than a gentleman's agreement over a tattoo. And that was like the story that it just kept on giving, because even after the fact, now we have to see if the other guy's going to go and actually get the tattoo, and what evidence do we have? And Tyron Woodley brought in a camera crew. He did it. He was a man of his word. I mean, that was a tremendous example that you can trust Tyron Woodley. The fact that he did and followed up on that, but I'm just sharing for Chael, the viewer. It works for me. But why specifically did he go with Takedown? I've never seen that before, guys. I've had Outcome. I can name you 10 right off the top of my head. That will make you bet on Outcome. I'm investing in myself. I believe in myself. I'll bet you my whole purse. Will you put your purse up? I mean, I could tell you. Takedown specifically. And I think we all get it. Like, in the absence of a takedown, we would believe that Dricus is going to win. In the absence of a takedown, which would remove Chimaev, at least thus far point in his career, what has been his most dangerous tool. Taking you down, keeping you there, smothering you, looking for a submission, pounding you the entire time. All of that gets eliminated if there's no takedown. And I got to tell you, for the fights that are coming up, I mean, this is the one for me. And we got some pretty cool stuff going on. Well, we got New Orleans and the BMF belt. You know how much I love that. It's going to be Poirier's last fight. He's going to take on Max, which is, I guess you can call it part 3, or you could call it the rematch of the match that once was. Like, there's some really big stuff. The division is turning on Chimaev. And the media is turning on Chimaev. And according to my own partners at DraftKings, you, the fans, the bettors, are turning on Chimaev. And I don't know where that's coming from. Khamzat Chimaev has been the boogie monster of 2 divisions from the day that he got here. The media has never loved anybody more than Chimaev. Now, they love 2 people equal, Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor. But the 3 of them were media darlings like our sport has never seen. I saw a recent interview, and it was Imanov. He said the scariest guy at 185 right now is Kyle Brow. He didn't mention Dricus or Chimaev. I believe that Bo Nickel is on his way up. I believe his last fight and the outcome of that fight is going to get him towards the top even faster. That's my own belief. But if we were to look at DeRenner, that's a stone cold badass. Oh, by the way, nobody has ever beaten Robert Whittaker that can't call themselves world champion. Nobody's ever beaten Robert Whittaker. They either went on to be world champion or is in world championship fights that they got the jump on him. 185 is really remarkably deep right now. But I'm noticing that Chimaev, as great as he's been, is not this same monster in the closet. I think Chimaev's better now. I think Chimaev is coming off his single greatest performance, which is the one over Robert Whittaker. He got him down, got him out, did in the first round, and that was all predicated on, yes, a takedown. So now you've got Dricus saying, man, you can't take me down. It's not a matter of what you're going to do with it. It's not a matter of can you ground and pound me or can you submit me. You can't even get me there. Big claim. but it's coming from the champion of the world. So what does a fight look like between Chimaev and Dricus if there's no takedown? Are you completely certain that for Chimaev to win this fight, he must take him down? Like, that would be perception. I would possibly find myself in that same school of thought, but that's only because I never spent any time thinking about it. I assumed Chimaev would get him down. And then you talk about your defenses, you talk about your scrambles, you talk about the using of the fence, you talk about the threats that you can offer. Like, you can still have a meaningful conversation. The fact that Chimaev takes him down does not mean that Chimaev wins the fight. But what if we put it in reverse? Chimaev doesn't take him down. Chimaev can't take him down. Chimaev tries and fails to take him down. That's what Dricus is saying is going to happen. Are we sure that Chimaev can't strike with him? Do we have evidence? Is there a fight that you could turn to? And yes, there was moments in the Gilbert Burns fight. There was moments in the Kamaru Usman fight. But there is one commonality with those comparisons, which is your winner both times was the same guy, which is Chimaev, in spite of the fact he struggled to take them down. So he found a way. He found another way. Can he do that with Dricus? Like, that's between those boys. We're going to find out. It's the whole reason that we've got to hold the fight. But according to the champ, Dricus can't, or I apologize, Chimaev can't take him down. Not just he can't keep him there. Not just that he can't hold him there. Not that the submissions aren't a threat. He can't even get him there. And I've shared with you guys that Dricus did training with the national team in South Africa. I had pushback on that. I had some people tell me that my facts were wrong. But I have a friend named Sam Donovan, who was on America's national team, that not only saw Dricus at the workouts at the Olympic Training Center, he worked out with them. Greco-Roman specifically. To remind you for comparison, that's what Randy Couture did. That's what Dan Henderson did. That's what Ilya Topuria did. And if that's accurate, you would see where Dricus is going to say, listen, you got a really good guy over here. But don't come talking to me like I'm going to get taken down and I'm going to get held down and I'm going to get controlled once I'm there. I'm never even going down. And just food for thought. Nothing more than to spur a conversation, but it does spur one. Are you sure that in the absence of a takedown, Chimaev cannot beat Dricus Du Plessis?